Well, the weather is warm, the calendar has turned to October, and that means a final push towards the postseason. Hi, everybody, and a very pleasant good evening wherever you're joining us from. Alongside my partner and Righetti Warrior alum, Weston Hamill, my name is Kyle Tugnazini. Our pleasure to welcome you to beautiful Orcutt, California for Game 7 of the Righetti football season. Right now, we're going to head down to the field for the playing of the Star-Spangled Banner by the Righetti High School Marching Band.
Remain standing for our team to enter the field.
Correction, we're going to go down there in just a second. I guess there was some little miscommunication there. Well, tonight the Arroyo Grande Eagles take the 20-minute drive down south on Highway 101 to face off against our Warriors West, and the Eagles coming in tonight controlling their own destiny. They've been undefeated in league play so far, surprising some by beating our neighbors across the street 28-10, and they're hoping to make a run. They're hoping to run the table here in the Mountain League. On film, Arroyo Grande looks tough. They play clean, crisp football. They look to their seniors to get the job done. If you're Coach Mike Harmon for the Eagles, how do you avoid overlooking the Warriors team and this turning into a trap game for them?
Well, here's the thing. Arroyo Grande is a very sound football team, but definitely do not look past this Warriors team. I think just the way that they've been playing, every time that they get on the field, it's going to be a close game. The Warriors will not back down from a fight. And to be honest, a lot of people are probably going to be favoring the Arroyo Grande Eagles tonight. Most definitely. A lot of people picking them. But Righetti could make this a little bit of a David versus Goliath, battle right here. Maybe a Rocky Balboa versus Ivan Drago. Ivan Drago coming in like the hot shot, knocking out Apollo Creed. And once the Italian Stallion, Rocky Balboa, faces off against Drago, everyone's taking Drago to knock out the champ, Rocky himself, right? But Rocky, last-minute knockout to win the fight. I think you definitely do not look past this Warriors team. And, if they have a little bit of that mindset in them, they go out here and maybe stun everyone watching tonight.
I love it. As for the Warriors, they come into tonight with a record of 1-5. We've said it all year. Like you said, this team competes. They just haven't been able to finish a game. Every single one of their games, or their losses, has been a one-possession game, and the Warriors have had the ball with a chance to win late. Starting quarterback Cash Carter out tonight with a leg injury. Coach Pickett's going to turn to the junior quarterback Gilbert Murguia. We'll talk about him in just a second. We're going to go down to the field this time, I think, for real, for the Star-Spangled Banner. Performed tonight by the Righetti High School Marching Band under the direction of Mr. Charlie Kim, drum major Kimberly Duvall. Fantastic rendition of the Star-Spangled Banner performed by the Righetti High School Marching Band. Once again, we welcome you to the broadcast booth. Game number 7 of the season, Righetti football here. The Arroyo Grande Eagles versus our Righetti Warriors. We talked about it earlier. Weston starting quarterback Cash Carter out tonight with a leg injury. Luckily, he avoids serious injury. Probably will be back next week. Unsure, though. They're going to turn to junior quarterback Gilbert Murguia, who played 3/4 of the game last week right here against Lompoc. We were pleasantly surprised. We saw quite a bit of him, and I'll be honest, I was impressed, especially the way he can run the football. Tell me more about Gilbert.
Yeah, well, first off, it's an absolute bummer to have Cash out for these, 2 weeks that he can probably be out. But you know what? Gilbert's going to have to step up. And to be honest, we don't know much about Gilbert, but the way that he came in, performed last game, I think you can really lean on a guy like that to lead your team out to victory. And here's the thing. Arroyo Grande probably doesn't know a whole lot about him either. So maybe Gilbert can bring out some dual threat offense for the team. And I want to see Gilbert tonight really be aggressive with the run and then also be willing to open it up, maybe some short routes, some high percentage completion passes to some of his playmakers out to go make plays for him.
Speaking of those playmakers, Weston, we talked about it, earlier. You said Rocky, right? Rocky Balboa, channel that energy.
That's right.
Who you lean on tonight if the Righetti Warriors? We know Gilbert Murguia can run the football. He showed that last week. He again brings a little added element and added weapon out of the backfield as kind of a hard running quarterback. Who else are you going to look to on the Warrior team to try to replicate that offense?
I'll call out the big boys tonight. I'm not going to say any one, but I want to see how they really work as far as just run blocking as a whole. And I want to see them go out and attack these Arroyo Grande Eagles tonight. I want to see them go into more of a heavy set formation when they feel like they should. I think that worked for them really well last week. And I think as a ground and pound team, you got to have the offensive line step up and be cohesive with each other. But also, I want to see Fuentes keep doing his thing. He's been a rock for the Warriors running the ball this year. But I also want to see some of their backups as well. I know they use Abercrombie. I know they use a few others. But also, another guy, Abercrombie, I just mentioned right there. Pick 6 last week, rushing touchdown. He had a scoop and score, fumbled recovery the prior week. What are we going to see from him tonight? Maybe some sparks. I want to see, guys like him step up and really be a nose for this football team.
Absolutely. Coach Pickett thinking the same thing. He sends out for the captains, Angel Cruz Base and Ivan Pacheco, the two big boys there on the offensive line, trying to make a statement. I think you got to, I don't know, maybe we're reading too much into that, but that's something just you love to see from Coach Pickett. Let's set that tone early. When you look at AG's defense, they're stout. They held St. Joe, a high-octane offense, to 10 points. They're well coached. They play sound football. They tackle. They wrap up. Not a whole lot of yards to be gained from this Arroyo Grande defense. I'm curious to see how they handle the Warriors. Warriors have proven they can score a little bit on teams. That's for sure. So we'll see. It's going to be a good one here. It is 74 degrees right now. It's almost 7 o'clock. It's what day is it? October 6th. It is a warm one today. I think got up to like 94 here on Santa Maria. Unseasonably warm here for the Central Coast. So, be that as it may, that could play a factor in. Guys could be cramping here tonight. We got the Gatorade out. We're ready to go. The Warriors will kick off. They'll be going from our left to your right on the screen. That is in the direction of whatever wind we do have. The flag is pretty still. Arroyo Grande in their all-white uniforms, navy hats. Warriors in the purple and gold, the LSU look-alike. So here we go. Andy McGowan will tee it up here at the 40-yard line for the Warriors. And let's see the special teams for the Warriors. I've heard through the grapevine, some changes here on special teams. Some guys definitely making some adjustments. Different guys there hoping to make a little bit more of a difference. Directional kick goes out of bounds. So we've seen that enough this year.
I think for the Warriors, you really don't have much room to make errors because if you give AG chances like this, you make penalties, you turn the ball over to them, it's going to be a really long night. I think the Warriors are going to really have to do a good job of picking their spots, picking their times to take chances as far as maybe throwing deep balls or, stealing possessions from them as well. Onside kicks, possibly fake punts.
Interesting here, the Eagles, in fact, decided to back them up 5 yards. Rather than take the kick out of bounds penalty at the 35-yard line, they're going to make them re-kick. If that was an intentional, I've heard they're trying to get more directional kicks and even being content with giving the ball at the 35. We'll see what they decide to do if they choose to do that again. So already a chess match going on. Not even a minute ticked off the clock. We're going to do it again. The fans are going to rise back up. McGowan on to kick. He kind of angled himself like he's going to kick this around the same spot. fielded at about the 28-yard line. Heads forward, and that ball will be returned to the 37. So the Arroyo Grande Eagles will be on offense. They're led by senior quarterback Drake Missamore, 6 foot, 175-pound senior, and the guy's accurate. Completes over 60% of his passes, thrown for 7 touchdowns, 1 interception. This group, a lot of seniors, a lot of experience. Weston, they're a well-rounded group.
He's going to be a major playmaker for them. And also, you had mentioned to me that they do like to run a spread offense. So they're going to really spread out 3, 4 wide receivers and just attack off that. Also in the shotgun.
Ben Waltz into the shotgun. He'll get the first handoff. He goes up the middle. He's got a good chunk, spins away, and that guy runs hard. I watched tape on these guys this week, and I'll tell you, Weston, it reminded me of vintage Mike Allstott. You can't wrap him up with one guy. You better get hats on that guy or he's not coming down.
And that's honestly been a struggle for the Warriors this year. It's just really wrapping up and tackling. One-on-one, make a play. They really need players to step up and just gang tackle on these Eagles.
No huddle I formation. They're going to go to the left side this time. And another big chunk yards, Junior Herlihy, the two-headed monster there for the Eagles. And like I said, Junior Herlihy and Ben Waltz, number 25 and number 30. Get used to hearing those names because those guys will get the ball a lot of the times for the Eagles. Back into their no huddle. They're going to go 4 wide, 3 receivers to the right, and that's Waltz in the backfield, number 30. Motions over to the right side. Missamore goes to the snap count. He's going to hand that forward. Spinning is Waltz, and he gets hit by Isako after a gain of 2. So it'll be 2nd and 8 from the 28-yard line. Weston, if they're going to move fast, this defense is going to be on their heels. They're going to need to get ready and get ready soon, make those adjustments.
Absolutely. I'll tell you what, Walls just already after 3 runs, he's just got a keen for just keeping his legs turning, always falling forward. As a running back, getting those few extra yards, that is crucial.
Play action pass. Missamore drops back. That's to Waltz in the flat. He cuts upfield, hits the 10, finally brought down there. I think that's Thomas Harris who makes the tackle for the Warriors. But the Eagles, that's Ruben Ramos, number 14. The Eagles in business, first and goal, that's first and It's the first and goal. No, it looks like they're just outside the 10. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 11-yard line. So still can get a first down without getting a touchdown. Handoff again to Waltz. He pushes over some people. Stiff arms the guy inside the 5 to the 4. Man, oh man, this kid can run hard.
Physicality is going to prove to be a major factor in this one. Walls running as if he's an interior lineman, Togs. I mean, he just ran over a D lineman right there.
Yeah, Eddie Zarate, number 76, had a hold of him, and he drug him halfway to the goal line. 1st and goal at the 5-yard, 2nd and goal on the 5-yard line. So the referees are going to send Waltz out. He must have had a helmet issue. Had to come out of the game. His helmet might have popped off, but Herlihy's in there. They're going to be in the I formation under center. Handoff is to Herlihy, good job, Ryan Twisselman, as he makes a tackle for a loss of 2 yards. And they're going to be stout up front. It's going to start with Ryan Twisselman, Jordan Isako.
Oh, absolutely. Those two have been a big key to the Warriors' D-line. And honestly, tonight, it's going to all start with the D-line. If they want to make any attempt of stopping this highly efficient offense, it's going to have to start with them. And they got to really do a good job of filling their gaps and just clogging up the holes that the offensive linemen create.
If Missamore throws, he's going to throw to Caleb Clark. He's one out wide left, the sophomore. Really good receiver here for the Eagles. Dropping back, they're going to throw a quick slant, and on cue, that's going to be a touchdown right there to Caleb Clark. Number 0, Caleb Clark, the 6'1", 175-pound sophomore receiver with a 7-yard touchdown pass to get the scoring going here. Kind of ran a fake fade and then a quick slant right behind it, and it was wide open.
That's just too easy. The Eagles can really make a factor of just choosing their looks that they get. So many options. When you run the ball as good as they do, that opens up so many options in the passing game, especially with play action.
Yes, the point is good.
Jonathan Aguilar, I believe, the kicker, number 33, boots it through. I believe I got that number right. 33 was the kicker, and that's through. So 9:28 left to play in the first quarter. AG marches right down the field and scores. It's 7-0 Eagles. early here. And Weston, Warriors going to have to answer.
It starts right now, and it's got to be something with progress. Does it have to be them scoring a touchdown to answer this game back and tie it up? No, it doesn't have to. But I want to see some progress, and also a factor is that AG ran no huddle offense that entire time. The defense for the Warriors is going to be really tired, Talks. They couldn't have a chance to sub any of their defensive players out, so Righetti has to do a good job of trying not to go 3 and out, definitely not turning the ball over, giving Arroyo Grande an extra chance. But look to your run game right now. See what you guys got. See what the new guys got. You got your QB, Junior, right now, Gilbert. We'll see what he's got. And lean on that run game.
Amba and Mraz back deep to receive for the Warriors. Aguilar, the kicker, for Arroyo Grande. He'll tee it up at the 40-yard line. I don't know if you noticed, Wes, a new scoreboard here at the ballpark. Just installed this week. Looking good.
Yeah, it looks fantastic.
That is boomed, and that's going to be a touchback. Wow, what a kick there by Aguilar. Man, oh man, that thing had some distance on it. You don't see a lot of balls go into the end zone on the fly in high school. That one did, and it'll be 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line for the Warriors. Junior quarterback Gilbert Murguia takes over for Cash Carter. Cash Carter went down in the first quarter last week against Lompoc. He's been, well, he's out this week. We'll see about next week. We don't know yet, but he is feeling good. I talked to him this week, and obviously wishing him a very, very quick recovery. So Murguia with Abercrombie next to him in the backfield. They're going to go double stack. They're going to go 4 wide, a different formation we haven't seen all year from the Warriors here on 1st down and 10. I was playing Madden with my cousin, and he saw this formation. What's this formation? I was like, some teams run this little double stack. I like to run this, get the wide receiver screens going.
Right.
Murguia will run the football, and he's brought down quickly. Good play on the tackle there by that. I believe that was number 18. That's Levi Childers. So a gain of 2 by Murguia, and it'll be 2nd down and 8. And we should see a lot of that. Murguia likes to run, and he runs pretty well, Weston.
Yeah, when you open it out wide like that double stack, you can give an opportunity to just run up the middle because there's going to be plenty of space inside.
Handoff is Abercrombie. Abercrombie runs into a wall. And that wall is by the name of Ryder Erickson. Correction, I got the number wrong on that. It's Moses Diaz on the tackle. It'll be 3rd down and 8 to go. Jacob Nelson, Damian Mraz lined up wide to the left. RJ Fuentes in the backfield. Play action pass. Murguia rolls to the left, drops back off the fingertips of Mraz, and that'll be incomplete. So what we didn't want to see, a 3 and out and put the defense back on the field, looks like we're going to have that here.
Yeah, definitely not what you're looking for. And a really good throw by Gilbert to be rolling out to his left like that, throw across his body to a crossing route. That was almost on the money there, just out of reach. Oh, this is going to be tough. As a defense, what are you going to do now? Just going to have to hold up your end of the bargain now.
Joe Castillo will punt for the Warriors. His toes are at the 4-yard line, Long snapper, Adrian Mondol. Snap is good. Castillo's punt end over end. That hits Clark right there at the 40. He spins out of it, makes a move up the left sideline, flag on the play. Caleb Clark returns it across midfield, but we'll see on the penalty. Most of the time it's on the receiving team, and it's an illegal block in the back penalty called against the Eagles, and that'll back them up 10 yards. I believe that 10-yard penalty is from where he received that punt. So instead of being from the 38-yard line, It'll be from back at the 44. So it should give them 1st and 10 from the 34, if my math is correct. Oh, I was wrong.
Yeah. Wow. They might need to respot this one. Where's that from?
And the official here on the near side is going to have a word. We'll see. It was a legal block in the back penalty. I believe those penalties are typically, and I could be thinking of college, or I could be thinking NFL rules. I could be just completely wrong, Wes, and I to be honest, I don't know.
There's a lot of variations within the rules, man. Pass interference, I can never get right in a high school format. But didn't Clark go out of bounds on the Righetti 45-yard line or something like that?
Okay, so they're going to,
All right, yeah.
Where he went out of bounds, so I guess it will be from that point.
Okay, yeah, that spot just did not look right as a whole. It was like right in the middle of what we were thinking.
Well, regardless, it's Eagle football. They're going to spread it out. Trips right formation. Waltz in the backfield with Massamore. And that'll be a penalty. And that's been on film for a few weeks now that the Warriors are vulnerable to that hard down.
Yep. That cadence got him to jump. Just can't do that for the Warriors.
1st and 10 up the middle. Waltz, he keeps going. Man, he just leans forward, and all of a sudden it's 6 yards down the field. That'll be a 1st down for the Eagles.
This dude runs as if a truck is about to hit you. I mean, the kid just keeps moving. You pair him with a good offensive line like AG, that is a very tough matchup to stop.
Missamore wide to the right. That pass is complete. That's Brandon Butler. He gets to the outside. A good play there on the right side by Amba. And it'll be a gain of 3. We'll call it again a 2, 2nd and 8 for the Eagle offense. And that's what the Eagles like to do. They like to snap it quick. They like to get it out of the quarterback's hand quick and get those guys in space, and those guys can move.
Right, great pursuit by Amba. Way to wrap up one-on-one tackling tonight for the Warriors. Going to be a very, very key factor for them.
They're going to back in the power I formation. Missamore under center, hands off to Herlihy. Herlihy cuts forward, and man, he gets forward for another 10-yard gain, 1st and 10 from the 30. I have seen a handful of plays right now by the Eagles, and they run their head down, they run straight forward, they run low center of gravity. That's very, very difficult to tackle.
Well, it just all helps out when your lineman gives you such created holes to where you can really pick your spots. And the vision tonight by the run game is incredible already.
Missamore. Pass is complete. I believe that's Herlihy, 25, and that's another 1st down. The Eagles' offense looking like Madden rookie mode right now. It's just insane pace.
Usually what I like to run when I try to make myself feel good about playing Madden. Pick my spots against the defense.
Handoff is to Waltz. Waltz straight forward, pushing forward, and a touchdown. That is an untouched touchdown. A 19-yard touchdown run by number 30, Ben Waltz. And another one for the Eagles. They'll go up 13-0.
My goodness. I'll tell you what, I don't want to go out there and try and stop that kid.
No.
When he runs and he has just a mind for the end zone, he's going full speed. He's not going east to west. He's not going side to side on you. He's not going to juke you out. He's going to run right through you every single time. Smash mouth football right there, man.
That is Aguilar, and his kick is good. So 6:45 left to play in the 1st quarter. Eagles score 14-0. They lead. If you're just joining us, you're welcome here to beautiful Orcutt. A warm and stuffy night here. It's gotten warm in this booth. I'm sweating. You're scoring so far. Eagles have scored on both their drives. I think they've had 1 3rd down, and that was on the 1st drive. They didn't have a 3rd down on that last drive. Caleb Clark, an 8-yard touchdown pass from Drake Missamore, and the 19-yard run from Ben Waltz just scored Aguilar perfect on both the extra point attempts. 6:45 left to play. It's 14-0. So Weston, if you're Coach Pickett, what's the message to the team right now?
I'll tell you what. I'll say, look, boys, you just got punched in the mouth 2 times in a row right there. What are you going to do to answer back? You going to let them just keep doing that to you? No. Punch them right back. Right now. Let's go. Let's go to our strengths. Run the ball up the field. Create some open opportunities for Gilbert to get out of the pocket and make some plays. But, listen up, man. 2 straight touchdowns. I'll tell you what, if AG gets one bit of comfort in them right now, try and change the tide right now. Get that momentum swing going. And it has to happen right now.
For me, it's got to just get a first down. That's just keep your goal small. Go get a first down.
Yeah.
And then turn it into another. You know, you can't do too much on one play. You can't get a 14-point touchdown. Go get a first down. Push the ball down the field. Control the clock. They did that well against Lompoc last week. Turn to those. Get 3-4 yards a pop. And go put a drive together.
That's right. Try and make this game ugly, you know? Create 3rd and short opportunities. Go get first downs.
Amba gets drugged down at the 15-yard line. Man, oh man, a good tackle there on special teams. And that's Josh Lopez for the Eagles. So, Warriors out for their second drive on offense. Gilbert Murguia back at quarterback. And they tried a couple different formations to no avail, of course, but we'll see what they do here. Coach Pickett definitely showing some new things here that teams haven't seen so far. But they're going to run a heavy set here with just one wide receiver. It'll be Nelson out wide left, extra linemen and tight ends in. Nelson goes in motion. Handoff is up the middle to Fuentes. Fuentes doesn't get much, maybe a yard on the play, but a good tackle there by the linebacking core. And this linebacking core for the Eagles is good.
Well, this defense just seems so disciplined as a unit. All the defensive linemen filling in their gaps, and then the linebackers can just come in and make a play.
Another heavy set for the Warriors. Murguia hands it off to Fuentes. Fuentes is swallowed up, and there's 4 or 5 Eagles on the tackle. I don't know who made that tackle because there was about 5 of them, so I'm just going to credit that to the defensive line. So 3rd and long, and this is where the Warriors, especially in backup quarterback, have struggled. They got a throwing, most likely a throw here. How can we get Murguia out of the pocket, extend that pocket maybe, and find an easy throw and completion here and get that first down? So they're going to go 3 wide. Mraz, Nelson to your far side. And it's going to be Murguia. He's going to have the quarterback run. Makes a man miss, goes forward, and that'll be a first down for the Warriors. Good run day by Gilbert Murguia, who ran it straight up the middle in the read option and kept it. It'll be a first down for the Warriors, a much-needed first down, Weston.
Such an impressive run on 3rd and long. A night where the Warriors haven't gotten more than 2 yards on play. Gilbert, 3rd and 8, runs for about 15 there. Very impressive. We'll see what they can build off of that. And I think Righetti as your identity, yes, you are more of a run team, but I'd like to see them get a little bit unnatural and start doing some jet sweeps and, passing the ball a little more.
That's a good run there by RJ Fuentes. He's going to get 5 to the 35-yard line. So some inside running game there, opening you up a little bit in the last 2 plays for the Warriors. Call it a gain of 4. It'll be 2nd and 6. But again, we talked about that earlier. If they can get 4 or 5 yards of pop on the ground, and they can sustain some drives, that's the bread and butter of this Warriors offense.
Yeah, keep going to it if it's working, absolutely.
Pass play, kind of an RPO there, look. Jacob Nelson complete. And that's a good pass there by Murguia. That was kind of a read option look. Ran a fake handoff dive and had Nelson there on a kind of a 5-yard curl or slant there. And that was a good pass and catch and a first down for the Warriors. Nelson seems a little bit hobbled here on the play. I don't know if he's going to come out or not. No, he's just going to line up the slot on the near side. Derek Reynoso, the other receiver, far side. Mraz and Nelson to the near side. Handoff is going to be, no, it's going to be kept by Murguia. Spins out of the tackle. He'll lean forward for a couple. So it'll be 2nd down and 8 at the 37-yard line.
So he is going to pick up 2 yards for
very impressed by what Gilbert is putting together during this drive. You can tell he's got a lot of heart out here, and I want to see those Warriors build off of Gilbert. He's showing that he can be a leader out here, and why not jump on what he's got and then just take it as it goes.
Absolutely. Thomas Harris and Damian Mraz wide left. Fuentes in the backfield into the pistol with Murguia. Handoff is to Fuentes. Makes a man miss. Leans forward. Good tackle there by the Eagles. That's Jacob Angulo, the safety, number 4, who came in and defended the run really well. And it'll be 3rd down and 8. And let's see what Coach Pickett will dial up here. Play action pass, Murguia rolling to the left side. Got a man open. Oh, great play. That'd have been a big gain had he not tipped that and jumped and batted that ball down at the line of scrimmage. That just needed a little more air under it, and that would have been a 15-yard gain, easily a first down.
Man, incredible play. You can even see a possible pump fake there, get the lineman up in the air, and then throw the ball. But honestly, impressive to stop that 3rd down. That was going to be a big first down.
Joe Castillo on to punt, 4th down and 8. Castillo, good spiraling kick. Fair catch called for at the 25-yard line. And that's where the Eagles will get the ball back. 1st and 10 from the 25. 14-point lead. Warriors defense got to make a stand here, Weston.
It looks like AG's been just dialing up whatever they wanted as an offensive coordinator. You can honestly call whatever you want in situations where you just keep moving the ball up the field, and it seems easy for a coach. But right now, I mean, Righetti's got to steal a drive. Possible turnover is what you're thinking. But that could be a stretch. I think just like look to stop them. Look to get into 3rd down. See if you can stop them.
Clark to the outside. He's wrapped up. No, Mondol gets him. And that'll be a gain of about 7. Just looking at this offensive line, we talked about it early, Weston. Jacob Garbiso, 6'3", 314 listed on the roster.
My
Good
goodness.
luck getting out of the way of that one.
Oh, there is no way that's real. That is NFL size right there.
4 wide, trips left. Handoff goes up the middle to Waltz. Waltz dashes forward, moves the pile, gets across for a first down. Sam Wolf in at quarterback for the Eagles. So they got a quarterback change, letting Sam Wolf run a little bit. The 6', 182-pound junior, and he's got some snaps so far. Not sure if just giving Missamore a break or if it's this was pre-planned. Wolf hands off to Herlihy. Herlihy follows his blocker straight forward, pushing his way out to the 44-yard line. It'll be a 2nd and 2, a gain of 8 on the play. Ruben Ramos, the tackler there for the Warriors.
I got to commend this offensive line, Togs. I mean, these running backs aren't even being touched until they reach that 2nd line of defense at the linebackers about 5 yards across the line of scrimmage.
Herlihy to the left side this time. No, it's going to be a pass. He's got a dime there.
Oh, great play.
Good play there by Thomas Harris. Diving to swat the ball out of the air. And that was going to be a touchdown if he missed it. A great play there by the sophomore Thomas Harris, who really has been one of the good players here for the Warriors defense, and he's only a sophomore.
And it looked like Harris had that track down the whole time. You know, him and there was another receiver who ran around. I think they had pretty good coverage on that. And Harris, way to lay out for the team. Great play.
3rd down and 2. Waltz in the backfield. Wolf hands off to Waltz. Waltz forward. Waltz getting drugged down by Twisselman. Vance Abercrombie had a piece of it, and Twisselman finished him off, and it'll be a 4th down and a yard.
That is a great stuff, and that right there, Twisselman, the way that he tackled Walls, that is how you need to tackle that man. You have to wrap up and just hold on to him. That's like a bull running through that line. I mean, you cannot dive at his legs. You cannot make arm tackles. Ain't no way. He's getting right by that.
I bet you they try to do a quick count right here. They've done it already once. Let's see if they do it again. Nope, they're just going to pitch it right to Herlihy. Herlihy, forward. I think the second effort might have got there. On first contact, it didn't look like he had it. Second contact, he does. And it looks like it'll be a 1st down for the Eagles. But at least some life in this Warrior defense.
Very impressive. Almost hold them to a turnover on downs there. And it just looked like they were going to have it, but Herlihy, great effort on that last-second push.
That will be it for the first quarter as the time runs out and hits 0. So we're going to switch sides of the field. Your scoring so far, Caleb Clark, an 8-yard touchdown pass from Drake Missamore. Ben Waltz, a 19-yard touchdown run. It's been all Eagles here in the first quarter. Eagles 14, Warriors 0. We appreciate you joining us wherever that is from. We enjoy bringing you the broadcast right here on Righetti Sports Network. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, get notified when we go live. This is our second to last broadcast of the football season. We'll have this game tonight, and then we'll go back in 3 weeks when we play Napomo right here at Warrior Stadium. But we've appreciated all the support. Our last video, I think, I had the most viewers of all so far on Righetti Sports Network against Lompoc. So we appreciate everybody watching. I know people are out of state. I know people are all over the state of California. Maybe you're listening from parts of the world. We'll welcome you. We hope you enjoy it. And we hope we have a good football game. And we're hoping for these Warriors to come back and jump back in this game, make things interesting. So, start of the second quarter, be 1st and 10 for the Eagles. Sam Wolf still in at quarterback. I formation, Herlihy as the tailback. Handoff is to Herlihy. Herlihy straight forward. Adrian Mondol grabs him by the ankle and brings him down. Gain of about 4.
Foul made by the Mandalorian. Gain of 3 for the Eagles.
So they're going to go a little more power set here. Extra tight end, extra lineman. I formation. Play action pass. Pass is incomplete. Over the head of Waltz on a little fullback dive pass there in the flat, and that's a good play by Ramos. That'll bring up another 3rd down for the Warrior defense.
Great job not to bite on that play action run there as well. I thought it looked like number 4 there, looked like Ethan Brown held nice contain and made Sam Wolf really have to pressure and get that ball out quick.
3rd down and 7. They're going to spread it out this time with Waltz in the backfield. Wolf dropping back, looking to the left, batted down, and picked off! No, he didn't. Oh, I thought Jacob Nelson picked that off. Oh, it was so close, and that's what they needed. Oh, it was tipped, and he thought he grabbed it, but it hit the ground. 4th down here, and probably 4-down territory for the Eagle offense.
Yeah, it looks very likely. You're in a little bit of a no-man's zone here. Man, bringing out some life into this Warriors team. 2 great plays back-to-back. I am liking what I'm seeing.
Warriors brought pressure. Let's see if they do it again. 3-down linemen. See if anybody comes. 6 defensive backs in the field. 2 linebackers. Wolf checking the play down. Could go hard count here to try to make it more manageable. We'll see. Nope. They're going to drop back. They're going to look to the right side. Wolf's pass is kind of bobbled, and it's a call incomplete. That's a good call by the official. That looked like he didn't have possession through the process. And a good call and a turnover on downs there for the Warriors. And it's finally some life here in the stadium. Warriors back on offense.
Just what they needed as well. As a defensive unit, too, you tell your offense, Boom, look what we just did. Turnover on downs. It looked like no one was going to stop this AG defense tonight. But guess what? We just did. Offense, what are you going to do about it? And I think the offense looked very good during their last possession. So if they can build on that, get a quick score right now.
Murguia hands it off to Sunderhouse. Sunderhouse runs to the left side. He gets out of bounds after a gain of 4. So Ethan Sunderhouse, the running back, and we'll see Sunderhouse, we'll see Fuentes, we'll see Vance Abercrombie, we'll see a mixture of those guys. I still would like to see them get the ball into Mraz and get the ball into Nelson's hands a little bit more often, whether that's a pass or it could be a run. I like to see some athletes touch the ball. This is a tight end pass, a pass complete. That is number 5, Aiden Finley, on a good pitch and catch from Murguia onto the Eagles side of the field. It'll be first down, Warriors at the 48.
Very great job of timing there for Finley. As a tight end, acted like a pass blocker and then broke out to the flat. Perfect timing when Murguia could roll out and hit him on a dime, get that first down. I like the way they're moving.
Fuentes. He's got some space to the left, cuts upfield, and he'll get 11 or 12 on the play. Finally wrestled down. RJ Fuentes, his biggest run of the night, and another first down for the Warriors.
There's a little bit of a change here, Togs. I'm telling you. Big stop by the defense. Offense is looking sharp right now. Let's go. Let's have a game. And a great job there by Fuentes. Nothing was really opening up in the middle. Bounce it to the outside. I want to see a little bit of that vision from these running backs.
Hand off to Fuentes again. Fuentes behind his blocker. Good cutback. Now upfield. That's a good run there. Kind of turned 3 yards into that. Could have been stopped at the line of scrimmage and kind of found his way back behind his offensive line. I like that vision there. Kind of sidestep everybody and go forward. And he really could have been 2nd and 10. Now it's 2nd and 7.
Yeah, I'll make a point. The D-line from AG, they're definitely getting through the O-linemen. But the running backs can use the jump cuts, get around and find open space, play a little bit around, try and find some open grass.
Abercrombie, he cuts to the left, and he's wrestled down by the ankle. And that's Tanner Charisma, and he kind of went for a little twist there at the end, kind of laid on top of that tackle, and I don't think Vance Abercrombie liked that very much. Third and 7 from the 33. Murguia into the pistol with Sunderhouse. He's going to play action pass. He's looking for his tight end. That is going to be batted down and intercepted. Intercepted by the Eagles, a tipped ball, and a good play there by the Eagles defense. I didn't get the number on who that intercepted was. I believe it was Paul Sizemore, number 5, but I could be wrong. The senior linebacker. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 23-yard line, and just like that, turnover.
Yeah, the coverage on that from those Eagles, I mean, they read that one very nicely. There was nowhere to go with the football, and in that situation, I mean, Gilbert's a young quarterback, hasn't had much time this year, but to force that in front of a good defense, they're going to probably make a play on that ball.
Tight end rolled out and kind of saw this as some soft zone coverage and tried to sit down there in some space. And I think Gilbert just led him a little much, thinking he was going to keep going. And to be honest, the receiver probably did the right thing in sitting down. Abercrombie wrestles down Herlihy, but that's a big gain for the Eagles. 17 yards on that gain out to the 40. But kind of back to that last play, a different look by the defense. And, that's a tough read as a quarterback, especially when you're moving the pocket and you're rolling yourself. You got to make that right decision. And that ball's going to jump out of your hand different as you're on the move. Missamore back at quarterback. He's going to roll out. He's going to throw it deep. That ball is incomplete. Intended there for Caleb Clark. There's a flag in the backfield in the area of holding. Good coverage there on the play by the Warriors. That was Thomas Harris, who tracked Clark all the way down. We'll see what the penalty is, though. Indication is called on the Eagles. So it will be 1st and 20 from the 30-yard line. And like I said earlier, Sam Wolf was in at quarterback the last 2 drives for the Eagles. Now it's going to go back to Drake Missamore. So probably just splitting some time here.
Yeah, it looks that way, definitely.
Hand off to Waltz. And nothing going for him as he's drugged down at the 32. Gain of 2 on the play. It'll be 2nd and 18.
I love that pursuit by the defense there. I mean, you got 1st and long. You don't know what an offense is going to do. Most likely they're going to try and gain that yardage back. And Righetti did not flinch 1 instant. Way to get Walls down early.
You know, it's interesting when you split out 4 wide, right? Your defense has to adjust accordingly, right? So the Warriors have elected to put 6 defensive backs on the field. They've spread it out with them, which leaves 5 guys in the box, 5 on 5. Okay, and you know, when I say the box, I mean the tackle box here within the first 8 yards of the line of scrimmage. Now the defensive backs are kind of creeping their way in there. But I think it's a numbers game. It's a chess match between the coaches. They're going to drop back and they're going to throw. Missamore's pass is complete. A good route there and a good on-time throw to Brandon Butler, who will get back to almost the original line of scrimmage. It'll be 3rd and 9 now from the 41-yard line.
Plenty of time there to throw for Missamore and time to read through his progressions and just a nice dot, creating a 3rd and long. And this is a chance where the Warriors can really step up and make a huge play right now, get their offense back on the field, just like they did the last possession.
So Warriors go 3 down linemen again. Ethan Brown shows blitz. They don't jump. Abercrombie and Ethan Brown both being chased. Throw is out, and that is going to be, is that going to be caught? It is. Oh, my goodness.
Wow, what a play.
Wow. Caleb Clark won the 50-50 ball over Amba, and I thought that ball was going to be picked off, and he went up for that ball and high-pointed it, and wow, what a play.
I mean, had Sanchez in there in the backfield, and the ball just got out just in time, but it was a little bit short and looked like it should have been picked off, but my goodness, Clark going up and getting that ball. What a spectacular catch.
Missamore under pressure there, made a fantastic throw. Waltz up the middle, Waltz forward. And he will get to about the 1st down. I'm not sure if they're going to give it to him. It looks like they are. Going to be another 1st down. So 1st and 10, they're going to go back into the power I. Walls will be the fullback, and Hurley will be the tailback. 2 receivers to the right-hand side. It's going to be a fullback dive, and that's going to be Walls. He's going to go to the 5-yard line and get tripped up by his shoelaces. And it'll be 1st and goal from the 5, Eagles threatening again.
Ooh, looked like he shot out of a cannon there, Togs. Great play by Amba. Make sure he didn't score the touchdown. But the way that this offense is trending, they have nothing on their mind but 6.
This no-huddle offense and this no-substitution offense, it's got to be just a killer on a defense, Wes.
Yes, absolutely. I mean, fatigued is going to be the main factor. You got this heat that we have as well. I mean, no chance to get off to the sideline and get some water. And also just the style that AG plays with, just the physicality. He can wear you down.
Read option pulled out by Missamore. Missamore into the end zone for a touchdown. Drake Missamore keeps it on the read option. He walks in from 5 yards out, and the Eagles take a 20-0 lead.
Seems like Arroyo Grande can really go to a lot of plays with some highly efficient plays, just all day long. They don't even need to drop back and go deep because they got so many plays, short routes that they can go to, different runs, different QB options where Missamore can go out and run the ball, but a lot on their plate.
Aguilar's kick is good. 5:47 left to play in the first half. Eagles lead 21-0 over the Warriors. And kind of back to your last point, Warriors brought pressure from the middle. They'd run blitz all day right there. They brought a lot of guys, and that was a smart play. Missamore just read that, pulled it away, and said, the outside's wide open. I'll take it. And it was. Easy touchdown. But back to our original, right? We talked about they're a senior group. They're experienced. Yeah. They're smart. They're polished. They're clean, crisp football. And, we're almost a half into this. They're exactly who they thought we were at this point.
That's right, and a great quote by that was an NFL coach who said that one. Man, they are who we thought they were.
All right. Was that Herm?
I think that was Herm Edwards there. Good call.
They are who we thought they were.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Man, it seems like this Arroyo Grande team, they're not going to defeat themselves out here. You're going to have to go out there and beat them yourselves, which is a very tough task when you have a team this disciplined, this talented, and just a slew of options to go to, especially on the offensive side of the ball. Not to mention their defense is pretty dang good too.
Well, Eagles will tee it up and kick it off at the 40-yard line. Aguilar will kick with Mraz and Amba back deep to receive for the Warriors. Aguilar trots forward, gives it a big boot, and this one will go into the end zone for a touchback. So it'll be 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line for this Warrior offense that has yet to get into the red zone tonight, Weston.
Yeah, down 3 scores. Look, sitting here watching the game, you go, let's go all out, air raid offense. Let's go just try and score the football. But that's not Righetti's identity.
No, not at all.
So I think they're just going to have to, try and do what they've done all year, run the football, maybe bring some play action, bring some jet sweeps, get some motion in the game. You can't just have a static offense out there on the field with this AG team. They'll read it like a book all day long. You got to bring some different form of offense to this possession.
Option left. Fuentes bounces back. Can he get through? Gets a couple. There's a different look. It's a little speed option left. Went with Fuentes. Murguia made the pitch.
Yeah, start opening up the playbook. I mean, go to stuff that you maybe haven't done too much all year.
How hard is that to do with a backup quarterback? And it's not to install that in a week. I mean, that's asking a lot. Not to say he couldn't do it, but that's difficult. You're in a spot where you haven't been down 3 scores, and you just got to chip away. 5:14 left. You go down and score. You get the ball right back out of half. Get another touchdown. Bottom line, string these first downs together. Murguia will take it. Murguia straightforward. There you go. Gilbert Murguia out to the 34-yard line. First down, Warriors.
Yeah, great job there. I do like the way that they come out to their possessions and do their play calling. I mean, they do some speed option stuff, some QB options, just like Murguia did there, and looking for the play action rollouts. I do like that. Now, they will need to finish drives, but good starts, man. Good starts. Keep your defense off the field.
Mraz into motion this time. Handoff is to him. It's going to be a pass. He's going to chuck it deep for Nelson, and that'll be incomplete. And the crowd wants a pass interference, but it just was thrown so far to his left. That was difficult. Tried to run a little trickery there. You said open up the playbook. There was there. Good job by the AG corner not biting on that sweep.
Definitely. Just speaks to how sound of a team they are. You're not going to get a high percentage play on a trickery against a team this good. But why not? Why not go to something that's going to possibly fake the defense out? I'm all right with that, especially on 1st and 10. Let it rip.
Murguia drops back. He's going to take off with it. He's going forward. Russell down near the sticks. Not sure if he got it. It will be close on this one. I think he has to get to about the 45. He looks a little short. So it will be 3rd down and a half a yard.
Yeah, I'm just impressed by this kid Murguia, man. Dropping back, feeling the pressure, and he's got the legs to get upfield and create some positive yardage, almost get the first down. Very impressed.
I mean, you look at the kid and you're like, hey, he's kind of a bigger quarterback.
Right.
The kid can move.
Definitely.
Fuentes, straight forward, across midfield, another first down for the Warriors at the 49-yard line. So 3:47 left to play in the first half. Warriors on the move.
I mean, for the offense right now, the game script is not really telling the story so much. They have 0 points, but they're driving the ball pretty dang well. They're just not getting far enough to get into scoring position, but I'm liking this drive so far.
Fuentes up the middle, straight forward. Maybe a yard on the play, but, from the 30 to the 30, yes, they are. And once they've, they get inside, defense tightens up, fields get a little shorter. That's where good teams become great teams, right? You see the difference between good teams. Can they score inside the 20-yard line? How does their offense look? Are they efficient inside that? And right now we haven't seen yet them push that ball into that red zone. So waiting for a big play, something big to happen as we get under the 3-minute mark left in the first half. Warriors 2nd down and 9. Murguia's pass complete to Mraz. Mraz churns forward, and he should get the first down. He looks like he stepped out, and he will at the 40-39, which is where the marker is. Yeah, the officials are going to give it to him. Good pass there over the head of the cornerback. Gilbert Murguia fit that in a tight window. At 2:38 left, Warriors on the move. Handoff, Sunderhouse. Sunderhouse cuts forward, leans forward for about a yard.
Handoff goes to Sunderhouse for a gain of 1.
Back to that last play, it's nice to get the ball in the hands of Mraz, one of your top players. You don't want him or Nelson, their top receivers, to be out there just running routes and not getting the ball, because then they could just zone out of the game. Hey, I haven't had a target, haven't had a catch. Get them involved. That way you can count on them later in the game as well.
Murguia keeps this one straightforward, doesn't get much. But yeah, to your last point there, Wes, Mraz and Nelson, they started off the year and they had touchdowns and big game against Justin Garza. A lot of throwing, obviously Cash Carr, different quarterback into the game. But haven't done a whole lot as of late. Nelson had one against Santa Ynez, big. But like you said, we'd like to see them get those touches. Murguia drops back. He's got Nelson with a step. Can he find him? No. They're going to call a penalty. Wow. I thought that was decent coverage. But the referee thought otherwise. And it did look like he kind of, I didn't know if there's a holding there. Could have been.
Referee must have saw some jersey holding there. Didn't look like much.
Pass interference penalty called against the Eagles, so a huge break for the Warriors. And they're going to turn 3rd down and 8 into a first down play. It's a 15-yard penalty in high school football. And it'll be 1st and 10 from about the 24-yard line, I believe. So they'll mark it at the 22. But entering the red zone, Weston. Let's see what the Warriors can dial up. Time not a factor here. 3 timeouts, 1:46 left to play. They can run anything. Playbook's wide open. Murguia, forward, cuts across the field, sidesteps a guy, goes forward and gets down to the 15-yard line. So we are officially in the red zone. We don't have any sponsors because we're not big time, but it would be like the Old Spice red zone. But we were,
Right.
You're welcome,
Not yet,
Old Spice,
not
for
yet.
that
I
free
mean,
plug.
you just said it. Last game we picked up our viewership, highest viewership we've ever gotten. You never know, man. I think we're doing something.
If you're watching from Old Spice and you want a sponsor, contact our athletic director. We'll get you on the books. 2nd down and 3. Handoff to Fuentes. Fuentes pushes his pile forward, and he went down close to the first down marker. I think he's a tad short. It'll be 3rd down and short here. 54 seconds left, and Could call a timeout here. The crowd is getting antsy here, but the time is fine. The time is not a factor. You're going to have plenty of time. You call a timeout after this play. Pass. Jump ball. Nelson. Corner of the end zone. Incomplete.
Good spot. I like the spot there. Throw it to the corner for Nelson. Only he can get that ball just out of reach. I do like that play call, though, because in this situation, you're definitely going for it. You had four downs. Take a shot on third down, but you have to get this. You definitely have to get this ball.
I think it's a Gilbert Murguia forward. I like.
Yes.
I don't hate the play call. I'd rather see the first down.
Right. Right.
Obviously, you can second guess all you want. That's football. But I think you'll see Murguia run this football or Fuentes take it straight forward. He will, and I don't know if he got it. I don't think he got it. I think it'll be first down for the Eagles. I don't think it's enough.
Yeah, that's what it
They're
is
headed off the
looking like.
field. And it is. Oh, man. So, hindsight's 20/20.
Yes,
But, yeah.
definitely going to look back on that third and short play for sure. I did side it for sure because it was just such a greatly thrown ball to go in the corner for Nelson.
2 plays to get 1 yard.
Yes,
To get a touchdown
yes.
at the end of the day.
Yes, no need to get cute and try and score a TD. Go for it all. Get the first down.
We're up here, not down there. So that's all I'll leave at that. The guys are competing. Okay, 28.3 seconds, and I think the Eagles are just content running this clock out, and they are. So nothing going. We're going to head to halftime as they're going to just jog off the field here. It is 21-0, Eagles over the Warriors. Warriors had a chance there, got inside the 15-yard line, unfortunately couldn't punch it all the way in. But to summarize for you, Caleb Clark scored first with an 8-yard touchdown pass from Missamore. Ben waltzed in for a 19-yard touchdown run. And Drake Missamore kept it on the read option for a 5-yard touchdown run. All extra points have been good. We'll head to halftime. Eagles 21, Warriors 0. We've got a special performance. Our junior cheerleading camp has been going all week long. So we look forward to watching them performing here at halftime. We'll leave the volume on so you can listen to them. Weston, first half thoughts as we go to break?
Listen, the word around town was that AG is the team to beat in the Central Coast. And right now, they are absolutely looking that part. My first time seeing them in live game action, they look like a team that can absolutely compete in CIF moving forward. But not looking too far past that. I think Righetti's got to just have a focused mindset going into this second half. Forget about that first half. In the end, we're down 3 scores. I mean, we're not absolutely out of this ball game. Look, AG's making it look really easy on offense for sure, but if we can get something out of the special teams, something out of the defense, some type of play to go ahead and give us a possession back, man, you will take that.
Well, we'll head to halftime. We'll leave it here for you so you can watch the cheerleaders and the band perform. But we'll take a break, get some water, maybe a tri-tip sandwich. Always love those. You go do the same. They put 14:22 left on the clock, so we'll be back after another 3 minutes after that runs out. In about 17 minutes from now, we'll have the second half coverage. We look forward to bringing you then. Right now, enjoy the halftime show.
And now it's time for your Righetti Warrior Marching Band. Tonight the band will be debuting part one of their field show, Incredible. The band would like to thank everyone for coming out to support them tonight. And now, here is your Righetti Warrior Marching Band. At this time, please welcome the band students from Arroyo, Lakeview, and Orcutt Junior High as they perform a few marching band favorites. Tonight's junior high portion of the show will consist of Land of a Thousand Dances and, of course, On Righetti. And now, here is your future Righetti Warrior Marching Band. The Righetti Warrior Marching Band is under the direction of Mr. Charles Xavier.
Well, folks, welcome back to the football game. Eagles lead the Warriors 21-0 here. Beautiful night. Oh, just an absolutely gorgeous, feels like a summer evening. So warm and just cool breeze starting to pick up a little bit, but just beautiful night here. The game, it's been lopsided, Weston. I can't say anything other than that. It's been lopsided in the favor of the Eagles. Caleb Clark, Ben Walsh, and Drake Amisamore on the touchdowns so far. Warriors get the ball to lead the second half, but what are they going to have to do in the second half to kind of get back in this one?
They're just going to have to build as a team right now. Play a whole team approach. Defense got to make some stops. Offense, keep moving down the field, but definitely got to convert. They got to stick to what they're good at. Run the football. Also making cutbacks. I like the running backs' vision right now. I think from each of the running backs, they're kind of realizing that AG does a great job of really stuffing holes that the linemen try to create. Cut back, get around, try and create some mismatches on the edges. But the Warriors are going to have to go right out of the gates right now with a different mentality, different mindset, and try and steal possessions as well.
They would love a turnover. Right now, they got to march down the field. They got to put points on the board. I think for me, that's the big thing, is they got to go down on this drive and put points on the board for there to be a kind of a glimmer of hope for this team. The defense has made some adjustments. Granted, they've been out, 21-0. They've made some adjustments. They've done a decent job of stopping them, had a couple of stops. But when your offense is putting points on the board, it's all for naught. So I want to see the offense go down and score some points here on this drive. And obviously, if you're the Eagles, you're looking to get out and play crisp, efficient football. You're trying to get out of here, play another 24 minutes of clean football and just take this kind of a business-like approach and go to 4-0, which is what they're ultimately trying to do. Just kind of looking at the landscape of Central Coast football right now here in the Mountain League. Both Mission College Prep and AG both sit at 3-0 right now. St. Joe Lompoc are at 2-1. Paso San Ynez at 1-2, and Righetti and Napomo both 0-3 in the league. As far as playoffs go, well, for our school, particularly the Warriors, you got to win 30% of your games to get in the playoffs. Start doing the math. You got to go 3-10. However you get there, so you need 2 more wins out of the next 4 games. We'll see. Not looking good in this one, but you never know. Crazier things have happened, and Warriors got to get it done. That's kind of the landscape. That's where we sit right now. It's weird to talk about playoffs so early, but that's what every team's pushing for.
Yeah, it seems early, but it's going to be here before you know it.
Yep.
I mean, the season just rolls right on through.
It does.
We're already in, week 7, week 6? Yeah. So
long are the days where you can win CIF with a 1-9 record. You can't do that anymore.
Right.
So
right.
Here we are with the second half. It's about to begin. The Eagles will kick off. The Warriors will be defending the east end zone. Alongside Weston Hamill, I'm Kyle Tongazini, Alejandro Hernandez on the camera and the scoreboard, always doing a fantastic job. Alejandro was talking to us in the break about excited for the baseball playoffs.
Oh,
Weston,
absolutely.
I know you're a big Dodger guy.
Can't wait.
Which round do you think they get upset in this year?
Yeah, probably the divisional. Psych, they're winning the whole thing,
Oh,
baby.
no.
Whole thing.
Oh, you kidding me?
Roll Kershaw out there past the 7th inning.
Come on,
you know
he
what?
hasn't
Who
made
cares?
it past the 5 all year. Give me a break.
Man, yeah, way to bring that question in there, Togs. I mean, here's the thing. Dodgers with expectations, yeah, they're going to get beat in the divisional or the championship series. Dodgers without expectations or a COVID year, man, I'll tell you what,
when you only
never
have
know.
to play 60 games, Dodgers are good when Kershaw doesn't end up on the IL.
Great,
right?
great.
I'm just saying. But that's a moot point at this point.
Yeah.
But everybody's picking the Braves. I mean, they're
Yes,
tough. I mean, their
everyone
offense is
is.
ridiculous, but it's baseball. Who knows? Anything can happen.
Guess what? Once the Dodgers and the Braves meet for the championship series, that's not going to be a surprise because they're both making it, I believe. But 7 games. They play 7 games, so you never know. Anything can happen.
Back to football. Aguilar toes it up, kicks it deep, and that's in the arm of Mraz, and that'll be a touchback. He fielded that just past the goal line, so anytime a runner comes in contact with the end zone, it'll be a touchback automatically. In the NFL, you can bring it out of the end zone, but in high school football, you cannot. So it'll be 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line. Gilbert Murguia showed some signs of promise here. One interception, which is our only turnover of the game. But overall, has played a decent game. Just really, like I said, offensively, haven't put points on the board. So you're always going to look back to that.
Yeah, up-tempo might not be the Righetti style, but I'd say, you know what? Take a page out of AG's book. They do that no-huddle so well. I think they just get up and find a rhythm by allowing their team to just go, call a few plays, get out there, up-tempo. I think you might want to try a little bit of that, create a spark in this team.
They're going to go double stack here with Mraz and Nelson lined up in a line. It's going to be a play-action pass complete to Jacob Nelson. Jacob Nelson goes forward for a 6-7 yard gain. So Nelson's second reception, of the evening.
Nice play concept there. I like getting your two playmakers out on the edge, twins out left, send Mraz on a fade route, Nelson with a nice curl route. Get some high percentage plays going.
Handoff to Fuentes. Fuentes pushes forward. He gets across the 30. That will be a Warriors first down. So a good start and a good run there by RJ Fuentes, who's running to me with a little more energy tonight. He seems like his legs are fresh and he's making the right decisions with the football and the cuts, and I like what he's doing.
Yeah, his vision tonight it's been very good, and it's only progressed as the game has gone as well. Early on, he found that running straight up the middle into lineman wasn't really going to work, even if he had some halfback dives up the middle. He began to found some spots to crack to the outside and has rushed very nicely.
So double stack formation to the right. This one's going to be a play action pass. Murguia is going to keep it. And he's not going to get, I don't know if that was a blown play or if that was designed. It looked like he wanted either Nelson or Mraz out to the right. Wasn't there, so he put it down and kept it, and he only got back to the line of scrimmage. And Coach Pickett's going to call a timeout here. So it'll be 2nd down and 10. I think there was some confusion on that play.
Yeah, that's the thing. I don't know if that was a design or if that was just he felt pressure, decided to run it up the gut, see what he could do with it, because the Warriors really like to go with those QB draws, and Murguia has had plenty of chances to do so tonight. He's had a few really good runs as well.
So back to, we said Braves in the NL, right? Or you said Dodgers.
Yeah,
I'm sticking with the Braves, but you never know. It's baseball. AL, it's kind of wide open for me. Baltimore's the number 1 seed.
Right.
I don't know if they have the pitching to get it done. I mean, Houston's there, but they're kind of down. This is one of their weaker years. Who do you like in the AL?
Yeah, man, you said it, Baltimore. I mean, they haven't been in this situation before where they are a front runner in the AL, and they're going into the playoffs as the top seed. I don't necessarily buy them. I'm going to say the Astros are probably an easy pick because, the recency factor. They've been to the World Series, and they've been having long runs with this team as well. So, you know what? I'm going to go out on a limb here and say, heck, give me the Twins. Give me the Twins.
Let's go.
The Twins go out, and they make it to the World Series, and they get swept by the Dodgers in 4. Calling it. Going to Game 4.
Man.
They're winning.
We got an injured Eagle on the play. Hate to see that. Hopefully he is okay. Our head athletic trainer is out today. He's at his brother's wedding, partying up right now. I'm sure he's not listening, but I'm sure he's rocking the fanny pack on the dance floor this weekend with his brother and his wedding. So best wishes to him. But we do have a sub in, and hopefully the injured Eagle is all right. I'm trying to get a number. It's hard to see. It's kind of blocked out there, but I think maybe he was just surprised at the Twins in 4 comments.
Yeah, you know what? Can I change my pick? Actually, I'd like to change my pick.
Yeah.
I seriously love the Rangers. I actually forgot. I totally forgot. I blanked on that 4th team in the AL. Give me the Rangers. Give me the Rangers.
That was a quick change out there.
I was
I like the
super
Rangers?
in on the
My
Twins.
guy, Bruce Bochy.
Oh,
the
yeah.
guy's taking the Rangers team to a whole new level this year. And kudos to him. I've heard him speak a few times, and obviously, growing up, a huge Giants fan, and as you couldn't tell probably at home.
Yo.
With my comments with the Dodgers. I've loved and had appreciation for what Boch has done. And, I always root for him, no matter, wish he was still in San Francisco, but unfortunately he's in Texas. And, he's enjoying the a really good success by the Rangers this year.
Whatever sauce that Bruce Bochy has brought to the Rangers, man, I need some of that, because the Rangers were a team that had nothing for the past few years. All of a sudden, Bochy comes in, they get a few good starters on the mounds. I mean, DeGrom this year, and he got hurt.
Yeah.
But what they've built thus far, they've brought rotational guys around guys like Corey Seager, Marcus Semien, and I'll tell you what, do not count them out.
That's number 17, Tanner Quaresma, as he gets some assistance off the field, and you just hate to see it. I hope he's okay and can come back, and we wish him a speedy recovery. He's getting held off by his offensive lineman, so you hate to speculate, but we really, really hope that he isn't seriously injured there. That was a tough hit and kind of got rolled up on. So best wishes to him and his family, and hope he gets better soon. 10:53 left to play in the third quarter. We're talking a little baseball here as the lull in the game continues. But, it's interesting new format this year with the best of three and all at the park of the higher seed. And then I was interested to see that they didn't reseed the teams after. Like, the Diamondbacks won, and they're the 6th seed. In my mind, would have played Atlanta, but they didn't because they beat the 3 seed, so they'll play LA. I think that's a matchup that's good for the Dodgers. They see them so much. And then, obviously, I think the tougher of those is Philly, and they'll play at Atlanta. So 2 divisional matchups there in the NLDS. That'll be intriguing. But, yeah, I'm with you. I think, whoever comes out of the NL is going to take it. But you never can predict. It's baseball's the hardest one. Gilbert Mejia throwing to the right side. That pass is, Mraz had it. I don't know if that ball was tipped, but that was right to him. A good throw in time, and it just was dropped. So incomplete. It'll be 4th and 7, and the Warriors will bring out the punt team. Caleb Clark back to receive. Joe Castillo on the punt. Castillo booms it. Clark will fair catch it at the 30-yard line. So the AG offense has been efficient tonight. They have moved the ball down the field behind their big running backs, Junior Herlihy and Ben Walls. And let's see what they try to do here in the second half. I would assume a lot of the same.
Yeah, I can see AG right now just trying to consume some of that clock. I think just go to what's been working. Highly efficient plays, running the ball, giving it to Waltz, of course, to run behind a stout offensive line. And Waltz will not go down after one defender, so bring the heat, Warriors.
This one's to Herlihy over the left side to the toss. He goes forward. He breaks a big one outside of the 45-yard line, and a big gain of about 17 for Junior Herlihy. We get a first down for the Eagles, and gosh, with Herlihy and Walls, Weston, this is a 2-headed running back machine.
1-2 punch, man. You can go give it to Waltz one play. Next play, you got Herlihy fresh. Give the ball to him, and you could just bounce off each running back. I mean, they have a slew of players to go to.
Walls plows forward into his own offensive lineman and just goes, and he gets about 8 yards. But Shane and Raheem Mostert, it feels like the Miami Dolphins out here with this running back combo.
Man, it has the looks of it for sure. I mean, as a running back, to be able to just coast through like this, you're not getting even touched past the defensive line. And then the way that these guys run hard, very hard, head down, gaining extra yards.
Talked little Dolphins reference there. They kind of laid an egg against Buffalo last week. Kind of came back down to earth after their 70-point performance against Denver.
Wow. How many points?
70. Yeah, that's right.
That hasn't been done since.
I'm just glad it happened to Sean Payton. Couldn't have happened to a worse guy.
Wow.
But who's your team you like right now in the in football?
Oh, man, there's so many good teams to choose from. I see you smirking over there. Yeah, it's the Seattle Seahawks. Watch out. Watch out.
That pass is complete to Brandon Butler. I thought when Russell Wilson left to Denver, I thought, Seattle's going to be down. Geno Smith has done a fantastic job. And, give him credit. They got Charbonnet and Kenneth Walker. Speaking of 1-2 punches,
yeah,
they're running backfield for them. Charbonnet coming on this year hard. Kenneth Walker, a second-year player, and he's been killer.
They have weapons all over the offensive side of the ball. They have a three-headed monster at receiver. DK Metcalf, stud. Tyler Lockett, been there, done that. Jackson Smith and Jigba, he's a rookie. Got drafted as the first rookie receiver because the Seahawks, with their draft picks, were like, why not get another
Invest in the
playmaker?
offense. Yep.
But in all seriousness, how can you discount your 49ers, man? I mean, what a start that they're on. Any Nick Bosa news about him not being there during training camp, man, that has definitely fallen out right now.
Missamore keeps this, and he'll go down at the 31-yard line. It'll be a first down for the Eagles. Yes, Nick Bosa has been, he hasn't had his giant of numbers this year.
Right.
He's been, he's obviously good. He started camp late. But, my wife's TikTok is full of shirtless pictures of Nick Bosa, I'm sure.
He's a defensive end. What is he weighing in at? Like 280 pounds, six-pack, shredded? What? What in the some of these guys?
Slightly better bod than I have, but it's...
who's counting, man? Like, come on.
Here we go. 1st and 10 for the Eagles. They'll go in the I formation this time. Messamore hands off to Herlihy. Herlihy cuts forward. He's got some space. Across the 20. Makes high hurdles, but just brought down. A good play there by Ruben Ramos. It'll be 1st and 10, though, for the Eagles. Saved a touchdown on that tackle. I think we got a visitor here, Wesson. Look at this.
Oh, another food delivery.
Oh,
what?
We love it. Thank you so much.
Nice. Awesome.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
This is awesome.
Wow.
We get official food delivery.
We get food deliveries.
It's your aunt, right? She lives across the street.
That's my aunt who lives across the street. Yes.
Gosh.
Spoiled. I am too spoiled, man.
It smells good. I might just have to hand the headset to
Alejandro. Yeah,
have him do
you know
three
what?
things right now, so we eat
That's
some
fine.
lunch.
Yeah,
or some dinner. Got lunch.
Yeah,
So
you could use a break. You had a big day, right?
Big day.
Big day at school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Waltz took that last one. It'll be 2nd down and 4 here. We're going to check the play here. Missamore looks to the sideline. Now back into the shotgun. Now it'll be a straight pistol formation. Waltz directly behind him. Waltz will motion over to the left side. That'll be a quarterback keeper, I believe. Missamore kept it. And
Nice job by the D-line.
Good job by the D-line.
Very good. Very good.
I got to take a peek here. It smells fantastic. Oh, hot dog with onion. Oh, this is sausage.
man.
Onions. This smells amazing.
Nice.
My goodness. My goodness.
Yeah, it seemed like some hesitation there from Missamore on the QB read, QB option there. And a great job by the D lineman just corralling him, making it to a 3rd and 5. Very reasonable to get a stop here.
We're going to go power I again. Herlihy this time, the tailback. He's going to drop back to pass his Missamore. Throws it up for Clark.
Oh,
what
a play. What a play.
By Damian Moraz. The right hand swatted it away, and that pass is incomplete. It'll be 4th down for the Eagles. Fantastic play by Damian Moraz.
You know that Clark can go ahead and make that play. He's got such tremendous ball skills already we've seen thus far. For Moraz to go up there, high point that ball, swat it away. Fantastic effort.
Caleb Clark's listed at 6'1", 175. Damian Moraz, I'm not sure his exact height. There's not a height on this, but I would say, probably 5'9", 5'10".
Right.
And definitely, that ball hits the post and goes through. So a field goal, that'll be a 27-yard field goal from the Eagles, Aguilar, and it'll be 24-0 with 6:18 left to play in the 3rd quarter. Hit the right upright, I believe, and bounced through. Am I correct?
That did hit the right upright and just made its way in for the field goal. Well, you can use all of it, right? You are allowed to go hit the upright and still knock it in.
Kickers, man. Yeah, you either love them or...
yeah, especially NFL,
it's
right? Especially when you're rooting for your team.
Job.
Yes. All the pressure lies on you. And at the end of the game, whether you make it and you're the hero and everyone's jumping for joy and giving you your your only real shot at getting celebrated for a few minutes, or you dreadfully miss the game-winning kick and lose, and it's all on your shoulders somehow, some way.
Yep. You do it. I mean, Seahawks benefited from it back in the day. Blair Walsh did against them in the playoffs. I remember that game. The Vikings missed that one. And
how far was that? 20 yards? 20 yards?
Let's just say that
Did a
there's a handful
Rooney
of
there?
people in the stands that probably could have made that kick.
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to kick it off 24-0 Eagles over the Warriors. 6:18 left to play in the third quarter. It's like a new kicker here for the Eagles. Jacob Ronson will tee it up from the 40. He'll boot it, and this will be a shorter kick. And that bounces, takes a hop, and picked up by Mraz. Mraz tries to get out of the pile, but doesn't. He will get it at the 23-yard line, and the Warriors offense will go back onto the field with 6:07 left to play in the third.
Warriors got to find a way right now to finish out this drive. They've done a fine job at starting out their drives, but they're really just stalling on offense and then just getting nothing moving. Once they reach about midfield, then it kind of just slows down for them. Just a balanced attack right now. They don't need to do anything too out of the ordinary. Just look to get 3-4 yards of play. Move this ball down the field.
Play action pass, Murguia looking. He's got Mraz. Is it going to be in and out of the hands of Damian Mraz again? Good coverage on the play by Junior Herlihy, who doubles as a defensive back, who trailed Mraz the whole way and made that a difficult catch.
Yeah, he filled in his zone territory very well, and that seemed like a great concept to hit Mraz out on a crossing route, on a deep crosser. Man, that ball looked good too for Murguia. That could have been a big play. Could have been 6 possibly.
2nd and 10 from the 23-yard line. We're going to find out about his arm here because I bet the Warriors decide to throw quite a bit here as they trail by 3 scores. Little trickery. Amba tries the left side, and he cuts forward. A good block on the outside by Jacob Nelson, but it'll be stopped short of the 30-yard line, and it will be 3rd down and 4.
Now you got to think about game plans here, Togs. You're down 24-0, ball on your own 30-yard line, 5 minutes left in the third. Do you see yourself here having being in 4-down territory? They could look to possibly get 3-4 yards here and at least get it close. Have a decision to make.
Murguia's pass complete to Mraz. Mraz skates forward, gets a few more, and that'll be a 1st down. That throw was on time with some velocity, a good tight spiral. Gilbert Murguia complete to Damian Mraz. 1st and 10 Warriors at the 40-yard line.
Gilbert's throwing the ball really well. He hasn't been asked to do that much tonight, but he's dropping back and making very, very accurate throws, at least throws to where his guys can make a play on the ball.
So 1st and 10 from the 40. They're going to go double stack here left. Finley goes in motion. Play action pass, Murguia. He's got Nelson in the flat. Nelson forward at the 50. Pushes his way forward. Another 1st down for the Warriors. A good pitch and catch for Jacob Nelson. And Jacob Nelson looks like he's in some pain.
Yeah, definitely limping a little bit. Tough kid, though. Go out there and keep on playing. And this kid, it's got to mean a lot to him. I mean, one of the leaders on this team as a senior. Go out there, put your body on the line. Definitely commend that.
So another formation, same thing to the right. Fuentes in the pistol. They're going to go keeper here. They're going to go Murguia. Murguia plows forward, and Murguia to the 38-yard line. A 2nd down and short here for the Warriors.
Nice drive here for the Warriors. You got multiple things working for you. You got that pass game that is dialed in right now, but also you're not going away from that run game, essentially. You're not making it predictable where you're just going to drop back and pass. Keep that run game going, and you got these AG Eagles on their heels.
Play action pass. Murguia heaves it deep. He's got Nelson. No. Overshot him. Incomplete. Nelson ran a little post. Amba and him were real close together. I don't know if there was a missed route there or if somebody ran the wrong route, if they're just going double streaks. It could have been the case as well. But they went all goes, and it was incomplete. It'll be 3rd down and short. And I would expect a couple run plays here to make sure they get themselves that first down.
Definitely. If one run play doesn't get you the first down, you're going back to it for 4th down. But definitely turn around and hand this football off.
Timeout. No, I think they're going to sub off. They're going to send off Jacob Nelson for maybe an equipment issue, or I'm not sure. But Derek Reynoso will trot onto the field as his replacement. I'm not sure why the official sent him off. That wasn't a timeout. It was just simply an official sent Nelson off on the field. Maybe he's bleeding. I'm not sure. Fuentes straight up the middle. He'll get the first down and more. Fuentes, legs look fresh tonight, Coach.
Yeah, I mean, every time in that situation, 3rd and short, hand the ball off to your top back. And right there, line, great job of really pushing the pile there and creating space for Fuentes to do some work out in the open space.
So Sunderhouse will go to the backfield for the Warriors. Nelson Mraz lined up wide right.
I'll say it's been a battle tonight with the treacherous defensive line of AG, but Warriors have not backed down from that fight. Their offensive line is actually, they're holding up their end.
We're going to play action pass. This is going to be complete to Mraz. Mraz makes one man miss. He's going to get about 9 on the play. Another 9-yard easy completion. Throw on time and in rhythm. Gilbert Murguia to Damian Mraz.
Yeah, you see a little bit of soft coverage from these AG Eagles, and you can really pick your spots by throwing those short to intermediate routes, and it's been working on this drive for sure.
So it'll be 2nd and a yard. 2:33 left. 3rd quarter. Technically, Warriors 3 possessions, right? Could go for 2,
yes.
3 times and tie this game. But going to need 1 score first. Murguia, straight up the middle. He's going to have enough for the first down. No, there's a fumble on the play. And just when we say the Warriors have been taking care of the football, it looks like they're going to turn this one over. Nope. The Warriors have it.
Okay.
Warriors do have it. They recovered it. I'm a little confused by that. It looked like the Eagles guy fell right on it. But,
oh, man.
It's enough for a first down.
Yeah, and it looks like Gilbert's helmet also came out during the play, so he's going to have to come off the field for a play.
We're going to probably – I was asking the same question, who's the backup quarterback for tonight? And either Coach Pickett's going to have to take a timeout.
Yeah, I think they're trying to figure that out right now,
I think they'll have to take a timeout. So if his helmet comes off, he's going to have to come out of the game for 1 play. But they can take a timeout and put him back in there. Not a whole options at quarterback tonight.
Yeah.
I think the plan was if he couldn't go or something happened to Gilbert, RJ Fuentes would be running some wildcat in the backfield. That's just what I've heard, but you never know. Wildcat, for those of you that aren't familiar, it's just a direct snap to a running back. There's no quarterback involved. Running back can either hand it off or take it himself. So essentially, you're accounting for all 11 men on the field when you have that option. But 1:54 left. The Warriors take their second timeout, so they only have 1 left. 1:54 left to play in the third. The only scoring this quarter was a 27-yard field goal by the Eagles to make it 24-0. So not a whole lot going on in this quarter. But the Warriors are moving the ball inside the 25-yard line.
It looks like Murguia is out of the game for this play, so it looks like you will be seeing your Wildcat play here, Togs, with Fuentes as the QB, lining up in that Wildcat.
So Fuentes as the quarterback, Mraz will be next to him as the tailback. We'll see what they decide to do here. Mraz actually takes the snap. He's going to run to the right side. I like that play call. He goes forward. I like to see the athletes in space. I always say, Weston, when you have your athletes get them the ball as much as you can. Like you said,
Yes.
how many times, it's one thing for run routes, get those guys the football.
Yeah, sometimes it's about really simplifying it, and you can even do touch passes to your guys as well. Send them in motion and even hand them the football off. I mean, screens,
I love
stuff
that
like
play.
that. For
Send
sure.
a jet sweep, it's just tossed forward. If it falls, it's incomplete. If not,
you go.
it's just as good as a jet sweep.
Yes.
So Murguia back on. Fuentes will go back to the backfield as a tailback into the pistol. Play action pass. Murguia looking over the middle. He's got. Does he have him? He does have
He
Mraz.
got the football.
Oh, what a hit!
Man.
But Mraz holds on to it, and it'll be a 1st and goal for the Warriors. Damian Mraz paid his
Oh,
price.
my goodness. It looks like he's down, too. I would love to see that replay because it looked like Mraz did hold up, but somehow caught that football because he saw, he at least felt that safety coming over the middle to deliver that big blow.
I mean, that was
man,
not an easy catch, and we'd say contested. That was contested. Damian Mraz still down. Coach Pickett sprinted out there. And let's just hope and hold our breaths that was just the wind knocked out of him and not anything serious because he's still on the ground, on his back. He's sat up now. And I'm sure after that, they're going to check a lot of things, probably most importantly the head and neck. We don't want to speculate, but that is definitely something that you got to watch how he does.
Oh, that's good to see him back on his feet.
He's standing up now, talking to the our sub-athletic trainer and Coach Pickett. Coach Pickett gives him a little pat on the tushy, and Mraz is going to walk off the field under his own power, so you'll love to see that. You'll love to see that. He gets the high fives from his teammates. Damian, what a catch right there. And
Oh, man, if I'm on the sideline right now, I'm having everyone give Mraz some love after that. I mean, go out and make a play, get nailed going over the middle of the field. He could have easily just held up and said, no, I'm not going for this one. Make a business call there. But heck of a play, getting them inside the 2-yard line, Togs.
Murguia hands it off. Fuentes up the middle. Does he have enough? I think he might.
Looked like he was
Is it going to
in.
be a touchdown? No signal yet. And RJ Fuentes will not have a touchdown. It'll be 2nd down and a half a foot.
Wow, it looked like he really did dive and cross the line there. This is as close as you can get. Hand the football off again.
Fuentes up the middle. This time he's in. RJ Fuentes for 6. So you got to leave, I think, the offense on the field and try to go for 2 here. Just the math here and give yourself a shot. Alejandro's spazzing out with the camera. We apologize. He does such a fantastic job for us. But
He
just
does.
twist that
He does
there.
do well.
Yeah. Oh, we got it. Oh, yeah, perfect. There we go. Alejandro, you're just the man. Guy's multitasking. Give him a break. Okay? He's running the scoreboard, which has got like 5 different variations of the buttons. He's controlling the clock that you see, the score you see, the down and distance, and meanwhile he's running the camera. Great pass!
Oh,
Good
what a catch
there! Oh man, Aiden Finley reaches out for the 2-point conversion. The Warriors cut it to 2 scores, 24-8. Good pass and catch there by Gilbert Murguia to Aiden Finley.
Aiden Finley, go up there and get that ball one time, man. What a catch. Man, I'd like to shout out that offensive line during that series. I mean, they were willing to get in there and just really be a force against that tough AG defense. What they're doing tonight is it's really tough to call out the offensive linemen. They're not going to really make any highlight plays unless you're like George Kittle and you just want to go out there and pancake everyone. But it's not going to be necessarily pretty out there. But when you get an offensive lineman getting to get the job done, and they're not committing any penalties really or anything. holding, false starts. I haven't seen much of that tonight. They're just going out there and doing their jobs. And that's a tough assignment against this AG defense, especially their defensive line.
I'll tell you what, Weston, I agree with what you said. I didn't really hear it because I'm chowing down your aunt's delivery for dinner. I'll tell you what.
How is that?
Sausage with some mustard, whatever that sauce with the onions, to die for right there. Man. Really, really good. So thank her for us. Definitely hope she's listening at home.
Nice.
Thank you so much. What? Remind me her name again?
Amy. Amy. Well done.
Well done. Oh, man, that was good. I had the onions, the loft of the onions for like a quarter and a half since they've been here.
Oh,
I just couldn't, I had to try it, you know?
I mean, that just sits so well on the palate, right?
Onside kick, Warriors! Do they have it? It looks like they might. They had a good chance for it. Oh, who's going to come out of the bottom of the pile with that one? Warriors are pointing in their direction. The Eagles pointing in their direction. It will be...
Warriors have the football.
No signal yet. The head official, the white hat, is coming in, and I'm wondering if they never blew the ball dead, like alive. They're going to have to re-kick it.
Oh, man.
Oh, man. The kicker went too early. Oh, no, there's a flag here, near side of the field. Illegal touching.
Okay.
So it looked like it touched it within 9 yards of the play. That was called at the 49-yard line. You guys need to replay that for us, and I don't know if that's correct or not. We can't go back in time and look, but you're going to have to tell us if that was the right call. What they're calling is that our kickoff team touched the ball at the 49-yard line. It has to travel to midfield because the ball's teed up at the 40-yard line. I don't know. Could have been close.
Oh, it looked so
by the naked
close.
eye, it was tough.
Very close there. Oh, man, what a gutsy call, too, to go for the onside kick. And, man, they almost stole that. With all the momentum that they do have right now as well.
Wolf in at quarterback, hands it to Walls. Walls brought down on the play.
Nice hit there by Abercrombie, man, making his presence felt at that middle linebacker spot.
Well, that'll be the end of the third quarter. The score, Eagles 24, Warriors 8. Scoring in this quarter, well, started with a 27-yard field goal by the Eagles. And then R.J. Fuentes for the Warriors, a 1-yard touchdown run. So, silver lining, Warriors outscore the Eagles here in the second half, 7-3.
Well, they're winning. They're winning the third quarter, Togs. And you know what? Sometimes it's about those mini goals that you want to set for your team. After the halftime, come in with an approach. All right, down 21-0. What do we do now? We're definitely not looking back. Let's go out and win the quarter. And they did just that against a very good AG team. And they look like they possibly have stolen some momentum from this AG team. However, I can see AG right now just looking to really take that clock down. Really hand the ball to your 1-2 punch running back combo and just letting this clock wind down. Because Righetti looks like they're bringing it right now, Togs. Absolutely.
And they kind of have to bring it. They're sending a lot of guys trying to, defending against the run, which is what they're expecting to happen. We'll see if they try to get trickery here. Maybe do a little play action pass, take a shot. I don't know. I bet that the Eagles coach, Mike Hartman's probably content with running the ball, trusting in his defense because his defense has been pretty darn good tonight.
The storyline with AG, especially tonight, is they won't give you a chance. Like, as far as making turnovers, they do not give you the ball. They will not give you any free passes. Penalties, they definitely limit those down. They just make the right play calls, and they trust in their quarterback, Missimore, and also they have thrown in some Sam Wolf at QB as well. They just make the right decisions, it seems like, and this running game is fantastic, man.
Wolf is at quarterback. This one's going to be Herlihy. Herlihy to the right side. Herlihy pushes forward, and he gets across the first down, and it'll be a 1st and 10 from the 37-yard line. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Eagles. Wolf still at quarterback, under center this time. I formation. Handoff is to Herlihy. Herlihy with space. Forward, ball's on the ground. Ball is on the ground. That ball came out. No way.
My.
I thought that ball came out as he would dove forward, but the officials are going to say that he was down on the play.
Yeah, Righetti player had that
I don't know
ball.
about that one there,
Yeah,
Weston.
we had the ball right there. Righetti player had the ball in their hands. It looked like they probably marked him down. Maybe an elbow came down, but like you said, that was very close.
Looking through the binoculars here, Weston, it looked like he dove forward, and the linebacker, I think it was Abercrombie, hit the forearm. You're going to have to look back on that. There's another kind of interesting handoff. But, man, officiating has been a storyline this year, especially in Warrior football games. Going back to Paso Robles and then especially against Santa Ynez.
Right.
And a couple clear mistakes by the crew of that game. Balls on the ground called catches. And just, you hate to see it. Obviously, they're humans and doing their job. But you like to get the calls right. And we'll see. I'd love to see that one on replay going back because that was a big play. Speed option to the right. That is Brandon Butler with a head of steam, and he gets inside the 25-yard line. That'll be a first down for the Eagles. We said they've been clean with the football. 2 plays later, they put it on the ground. It's called down. I was going to roast you if that would happen.
Right.
But
you never know when the announcer
they have been
puts-
very clean with this football. We're not
Yeah.
hoping for any announcers drink here at all.
Right. When the announcer puts something into play, you never know how it will go.
Herlihy up the middle. That time he goes forward for a gain of about 5. Ruben Ramos on the tackle. So it'll be second down and about 7, and the Warriors just have to keep them out of the end zone. Really, a score here is probably going to be, that's about it. But if they could somehow force a turnover and get that ball back. Penalty marker on the play. It'll be a false start called on the offense. So it'll be 2nd and 11-ish after that penalty. Not a whole. We talk about this team came into tonight saying how disciplined they were. Not a whole lot of penalties by this Arroyo Grande group. I think 1 pass interference penalty deep that cost them, and then that penalty right there. But other than that, I think maybe a block in the back on a punt return.
They won't just give you chances like this, Tox, and
Right,
Righetti's
he
got to
looked like he
take
jumped
advantage.
Again. It looked like the right tackle there. Go back and rewind that. I looked the right tackle jumped before that snap. They didn't call it. Jordan Asako makes a stop. It'll be 3rd down and 6. A huge 3rd down here for the Warrior defense. Dial up pressure. Do the Eagles, are they content with running the football? New running back in, Bowdoin Armstrong. But they're going to go dummy count. They're going to change the play. Trips left. Warriors showing pressure. They bring 5. Isako into the backfield, but that pass is complete on time and in rhythm to Tristan Coates. And that'll be a 1st and goal. Warriors brought pressure. They didn't get home.
Oh, man. Great job there from Wolf. Standing in the pocket strong and looked like he could have been lit up by a blitzing linebacker on that play.
Warriors are going to go a little heavier here. Take a couple defensive backs off the field, bring in some big linemen with Lucas Grock into the game. They're gonna try to go heavy here as the Eagles just stack the line of scrimmage in tight splits. I mean, talk about they are knee to knee. Waltz up the middle. Waltz plows forward. Waltz in for a touchdown. Ben Waltz, a 4-yard touchdown run, and that will probably about do it here for the Eagles.
Solid drive there from the Eagles, and what better than to give it to your top running back, Waltz, to just plow through that Righetti defense. inside the 5-yard line. Almost nothing you can do when you have such a stout O-line and you have such a power runner in Waltz. It's almost just, it seems like it could be too easy at times.
Cooper Hartford to kick the extra point for the Eagles. And that kick is good. So with 7:49 left to play in the ball game, Eagles 31, Warriors 8. And, I mean, just kind of felt like the wind's out of the sails there after that score there at West. 7:49, you never know, but it'd be a stretch here.
Yeah, the way that this game has looked so far, it's getting to that point where it's becoming out of reach. I'd like to point back, though, if that fumble, if that play stood and that ball was out, Righetti gets the ball there, and they have 60, 55 yards to go downfield and possibly score, this game is completely different. They're within one score. However, ball is not out. You don't get that opportunity. You don't get that break, and AG just with a gut punch on that one.
I'm really curious to see, and maybe they got it right, maybe they didn't, we don't know. But I'm really curious to see, I'm gonna watch that on film later in the week to see what happened there. But gosh, through the binoculars, it's just like he looked like he lunged forward, and our linebacker hit his forearm and dislodged the ball. It didn't look like he was down. It was close, but I just didn't see that from my angle. But granted, I'm up here in the press box. I'm not down on the field looking down the sideline. So, there we go. 7:49 left to play. Here we go. Warriors to receive the kick. It'll be Jacob Ronson to kick. Seemed like 3 or 4 different kickers tonight for the Eagles. Aguilar, Ronson, Cooper Hartford with the extra point. Really just running kickers out like easily.
So they could just create some different options, it looks like. For a kicker, that's fun.
Mraz, good to see him back onto the field. Mraz cuts forward. Nope, jumps outside. He'll be brought down at the 25-yard line. But good to see Damian Mraz after that big hit there that set up the touchdown play to be back on the field, Weston.
Absolutely. That did look like a scary play. Gladly, nothing major happened. Possibly just knock the wind out or something. Good to see him out there. And they're going to need a lot more than just him right now. Righetti's 7:41 left in this game, 31-8. Need a lot. Need a whole lot right now.
Need some chunk plays, as we call it.
Definitely. Looks like the time is now to air it out. You got single coverage over there with Jacob Nelson as well.
Reynoso in motion. Murguia dropping back, looking in the way of Nelson. Makes the play.
Oh,
he makes
no.
the catch. No, it's
Oh,
intercepted.
wow.
I thought Nelson had it. He didn't. Intercepted. Eagles take over. 7:34 left. And a big turnover there for the Arroyo Grande defense.
I do
They
like
just
the play call.
sound defense with football, and that was the right play call. That was the take a shot, one-on-one
Yeah,
coverage. You called that
one-on-one.
off.
Absolutely. I felt like
One-on-one
Tony
jump
Romo.
ball,
Woo.
and like we said, they just play solid defense. Nobody jumps off the page to you, but they just play so well as a cohesive unit. Saw them shut out or hold St. Joe to 10 points
Yes.
tonight. They are just playing good football, and it's good to see them taking pride in defense here, and just it's impressive.
It just looked like such a good opportunity to take a shot as well. Nelson with some separation, but ball a little bit underthrown. These players are AG's gonna make some plays. They will not let that happen. And it looked like Nelson did corral it, but AG corner ripped the ball out of his hands.
Missa Moore back at quarterback. So, we usually kind of knock on the 2-quarterback system. They've done it tonight, and both quarterbacks have been very efficient.
It's been well. I don't know if I'll ever understand that concept. It seems like you're getting your starting QB out of rhythm, a little bit cold, bringing in a backup, but in their offense, it's definitely worked.
I think it's just such a run-first offense, and you have such beasts, in the running back position that
Yes.
it's, but I like what you said. It is true that that these guys, quarterback's such a rhythm position that, you sit for 4 minutes or 5 minutes or 6 minutes and you can find yourself just, difficult. And, you get out there and then maybe you have to sit for 2 drives or 3 drives or whatever it is. And now you haven't played in a quarter and you expect to go back in there ice cold at this point. So, yeah, that's tough. But, credit to AG. They're doing it right. They're doing it well tonight. Warriors showing pressure. Ethan Brown and Vance Abercrombie showed blitz there. Looks like Brown will come. Here comes Abercrombie, too. He's going to get out of his hand quickly.
Oh, what a play.
Jump the routes. That should be an interception. It is a great job there by Derek Reynoso with the interception.
Oh, beautiful coverage. Read that curl route and just made a great break on that ball. Feel some pounding in the booth next to us. That might be a little celebration there.
Was that next to us or that was the door? I hope nobody's at the door trying to get in here.
I don't know.
We're not
but
sure.
I think we got some people pumped after that one.
Alejandro's over here sitting with a Chargers shirt on, kind of back to the NFL. Alejandro, you like where the Chargers sit now?
It's
No.
It's time to get out of the Chargers fandom, because that is a tough team to root for week in and week out.
It's just, there's so much talent, and there's ways to be so odd in games. Like, I have some good friends that are Charger fans. There's not very many of them out there. But, it's like always each week, like, that's how they lost? What are we doing?
Right.
Yeah.
It's like, just gameplay. I mean, their game management it's got to be one of the worst, if not the worst in the league. I mean, last year to blow a 28-0 lead in the playoffs, bringing that one up to my Chargers fans. Oh.
Our principal, Ted Lyon, is a huge Charger fan. He's probably going to fire me on Monday after these comments. But
yeah, that's all
let's
right.
hope not.
That's all right. I mean, they should be used to it by now, right? I mean, it
Probably
year
numb.
in, year out.
So the Warriors go straight forward for 4 on that play. Super Bowl picks right now, Weston. You got to give me your 2 teams you're going to see in the Super Bowl. I want to see it. Give me who you thinking.
All right,
who you thinking?
I'm on the spot right now.
On
Let's
the
see.
spot.
Let's see what I got cooking up. Okay, let's first off go to the AFC, because that is a juggernaut of a league. So who's looking good right now? I would have said the Dolphins previously as the top team, but they just got boat raced by the Bills. So I'm almost thinking the Bills make it all the way. That is a catch.
Nice catch there, Derek Reynoso. 2 big plays right here for the Warriors. And Warriors inside the 46-yard line.
Reynoso, what a play there, man.
So back to your Super Bowl predictions.
All right, let's go with the Bills coming out of the AFC.
Okay.
In a very tough AFC. And, no, hold on a second. I like the Ravens. The Ravens are cooking too.
Okay.
I'm going to go with the Ravens against the Eagles, because the Eagles are just absolutely solid. They haven't been playing up to theirs, I would say, where they want to be, but they're 4-0. They're not winning by blowouts. They're beating teams who shouldn't really be contending with them, and they're just sneaking out, but still they're 4-0. Once they hit their stride, look out, man. Don't count those Seahawks out, though, Togs. Don't you dare.
Never, ever count the 3rd best team in the NFC West out, because you never know what you can get. Okay? You never know. Sorry. No, I take that. Nah.
Well, hold on. They lost to the Rams week 1.
Cooper Kupp is back. Puka Nacua is out of nowhere for the Rams. He's playing some unreal football, and you get Cooper Kupp back. I wouldn't want to play the Rams late.
Yeah, honestly, watch out before Stafford's arm falls off. I mean, that guy he's not going to make it a whole year, though, Talk. Sorry, Rams fans. You ain't making it that far. Stafford is just about done. He's looking good right now. That's fine, okay? The Rams are, 2-2, and they're acting like they're world beaters? No chance. Seahawks and 49ers division.
That's right. And I mean, it's also their stadium when they go play down in LA, because you see it's red down every time they play in LA. So it's Levi Stadium South is what they're calling it.
Yes, they don't have any home fans.
Embarrassing. If you're a Rams fan and you see 90% of the other team's fans in your stands every week, like, it's embarrassing.
Yeah, no, that's...
Figure it out, LA.
That cannot happen. No.
Urquilla looking deep. Oh, that pass is intercepted. Intercepted on the play. That is Brandon Butler, who cuts up across the field, and Jacob Nelson brings him down. But another interception, and that's Brandon Butler for the Eagles, and that'll pretty much put it away.
Yeah, Marguia gave Reynoso a shot to go up and get a 50-50 ball, but man, these AG defenders, they can really go up and get that high point of the football. I mean, they just do not give you a chance. It's more as if it's a 75-25 in their eyes, because more times than not, they're likely going to bat that ball away or pick it off. Just overall, Togs, I mean, the defense from AG, we could talk about their offense too and how solid that they've looked, but their defense, defense wins championships, man. It's been said before, it will always be that way. I mean, the D-line unit, very tough. Linebackers, filling gaps and just going to make plays on the running backs, man. And then the defensive backs, already a few picks tonight.
So the run goes up the middle that time. And a new running back for the Eagles, number 22, Jace Zavala, the 5'9", 155-pound junior, gets some time. Sam Wolf in at quarterback for the Eagles, so the Eagles kind of emptying their bench. Warriors kind of doing the same. Getting some second stringers here some time. Handoff up the middle. And that is Zavala. He'll get a first down.
In these situations, Togs, it's expected for sure to get some of your, third string depth and guys who don't have as much playing time in the games, because you never know when you're going to need them. And it looks like AG's got plenty of options to choose from on this team. I mean,
absolutely. They're going to run the ball forward. Zavala up the middle. And that is going to be a good tackle on the play. That looks like big 65. And
like
that's
Anthony Medina.
Anthony Medina's brings some energy. He's coming off the field. He's hyped. I like that energy by big 6'5".
Very good tackle there. Solid form. And for the Warriors, too, I mean, look for guys, they're going to bring out some subs in the game and try and get some energy from those guys right now. You're not going to go out here and win the game, but, bring something out of these last few minutes.
So inside of 1:20 left to play in the ball game, Eagles can pretty much just run it out at this point. I don't think they'll do anything but hand the ball out forward. That's Zavala out to the 41. They'll have another play, and it looks like one first down will completely end this game. It'll get pretty darn close after the next play. In fact, this will get inside of 40, so this should be it. If they just down this ball in victory formation, it'll be it. So, well, the Eagles are going to stay undefeated. They're going to improve to 4-0 in the Mountain League. The Warriors will fall to 0-4, and they got a tough test next week as they make the walk across the street to take
the field against those Knights.
Against those Knights, I don't know.
Take on
is the word I was looking for. It's been a long day. It's been hot. I'm sorry. But yeah, that'll be a first down, and that will end it there for the Eagles. But play the Knights, huge rivalry game across the street next week. Obviously, St. Joe's had our number. It'll be interesting. It'll be a team just like the Eagles here. Going to be a good team, solid team. Going to have to bring your A game, no mistakes. You're going to have to control the tempo with the football. But tonight, credit to the Eagles. They played a good football game. They dominated from start to finish. Their defense was sound. Their two-headed running back in Hurley and Walls was fantastic. And just too much for the Warriors tonight. Weston, your final thoughts on the game?
first off, hats off to those Eagles. They have an absolute complete football team. They do it on the defensive side. They get the job done on the offensive side, and they are obviously well coached. I mean, they will not go out and defeat themselves. You're going to have to bring it to them, and they are a team that can make it very far in CIF in my eyes. For those Warriors, it's, you know what, keep your heads up. Okay, we have 3 football games left. You have 2 chances to go out and get a win and make CIF. You're going to go against a very tough opponent in St. Joe's, but you never know. That's a rivalry game, man. Just go out there, have some fun. You grew up against those guys, playing football with them, you know, and it's going to be a tough task, but go see what you have next week. And then 2 opportunities, though. 2 opportunities to get it done and possibly make CIF. Keep on grinding. Keep on grinding.
That will do it from us here in the booth. 31-8, the final score. Arroyo Grande defeats the Righetti Warriors. From my partner, Weston Hamill. Our cameraman and scorekeeper, Alejandro Hernandez, did a fantastic job. My name's Kyle Tongazzini, saying so long from Orcutt, California. We'll see you in 3 weeks when the Warriors take on Napomo. Good night.